I think it's pretty much safe to say it's a wrap for Evan Neal.
You're fired.
What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. I know I've been gone the past couple of days. I wasn't able to recap the past 3 days of Giants training camp. Had other things to do, but we are back, and the Giants made a key addition to their offensive line. Before we start this video, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And without further ado, a word from our sponsor. This video is being sponsored by BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook. Right now, BetUS is offering a 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. Now, I'm not good at math, but if you put down $1,000, that means you're going to have about $1,250 to work with. Now, if you ask me, that's a deal. Now, the season hasn't started yet, but you could put down some player prop bets before the season even starts. If you check out the quarterback prop bet for 30-plus touchdowns, you'll see Daniel Jones all the way at the bottom. And for everybody that thinks Daniel Jones and the offense are going to succeed this year, that's plus 4,000. I mean, I would take that. I mean, Jones with Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, a couple of running backs that can catch the ball at the backfield, Theo Johnson, and a revamped offensive line, he may hit 30-plus touchdowns. And if you bet now, you'll win big. Click the link below and make sure you guys use the promo code JOIN125. And as always, bet responsibly. Alright guys, now let's talk about Grant Van Roten, the new Giants guard. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have heard about his name, but do not think that I know every single offensive lineman in the NFL and watched their film previously or things like that. I always thought of him as a decent guard because I've heard his name a lot of the time. But checking out his PFF, checking out his stats, he started all 17 games with the Las Vegas Raiders, by the way, alongside Jermaine Illuminor at right guard. So him at right guard, Illuminor at right tackle. They were a good duo over there with the Raiders, and they're coming over here with the same camaraderie they had and with their offensive lineman coach, Carmen Brasillo. If you ask me, this was a match made in heaven that should have came a lot sooner. Van Roten has only given up 5 sacks last year, and last year his best grade was against the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions have a pretty decent front 7. And you can even see some plays against the Giants where you see Jermaine Illuminor and Van Roten combo blocking Dexter Lawrence. Now, this is a very significant move, and this is probably the last piece that the Giants needed for the offensive line. Now, if you look at it on paper, it's a decent offensive line. It is definitely the best offensive line that Daniel Jones has had in his entire career. I don't even think you need to go look up previous lineups to know that. So with Van Roten now on the squad, what does that mean for Evan Neal? Now, we know Evan Neal has been put on the PUP list to start off the season, and he has not played since against the Raiders, ironically so, on November 5th. There was some misdiagnosis with his ankle. He suffered an ankle injury, and somehow it was like a small fracture, but it was misdiagnosed as that, and he still hasn't played since then. But I think we all know Evan Neal is just not that good right now. And quite frankly, anybody can be of an upgrade. And when Jermaine Illuminor was signed to the Giants, I fully expected Jermaine Illuminor to compete and beat Evan Neal at right tackle. It didn't seem like initially the Giants had that in mind, as they had him at left guard up until Evan Neal went out. And as of right now, the Giants have no idea when he's going to come back, and I really don't think that as soon as he does, they're just going to commit to him as the right tackle, especially if they like what they're seeing with Illuminor and Van Roten. And why would you want to change that chemistry there?
If you do come back, this job won't be here for you.
I hope you're right.
I am right. You're fired!
Now, the reason why I love this move so much is because now it allows all the puzzle pieces to fit in their correct positions. We're not trying to plug and play players because of necessity. You guys know that Jon Runyan was a left guard with the Green Bay Packers, not a right guard. The Giants initially put Jon Runyan at right guard and had Illuminor at left guard, 2 positions with players that are not familiar with those positions. Now with Evan Neal not participating right now and on the PUP list, and we have no clue what's going to happen with him, now the Giants can start to play with Jon Runyan switching back to his natural side at left guard with Andrew Thomas, and having Greg Van Roten at his natural side at right guard with Illuminor at right tackle. This completes the puzzle. This completes the offensive line and it puts the players where they need to go. I never root for players' injury. As much as I don't think Evan Neal is a good player, I'm not rooting for him to be injured. I just think that this was a blessing in disguise. This was at the right place at the right time. Greg Van Roten was sitting there on the couch right now as training camp was about to start, and picking him up may have been a huge blessing. Now, to be honest with you, if everything works out with Greg Van Roten and Illuminor on that right side, I don't see Evan Neal getting back into the starting lineup unless it's for necessity, unless there's an injury that happens. I don't see them trying him out at guard, even though he's played guard at college. I just don't think he is a guard. So at that point, Evan Neal will probably be some sort of swing tackle for Andrew Thomas or Illuminor. And I really think it helps out the offensive line a lot more. I don't want to have to keep throwing out Evan Neal out there just because he was our first round pick. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's over for Evan Neal? He's done. He's absolutely done. Or do you think that when he comes back, Greg Van Roten would just be a depth piece to the offensive line and they're still going to give Evan Neal a shot? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. And thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video. I am Kid Blue, and I will see you guys in the next video.